Hi all, hope you all are doing good. So today, as part of our Christmas streak advent of Cyber Day 2, we are going to do the day 2 task, the Elf Strikes Back. So yesterday we worked on Christmas Crisis, and there we have like the initial steps that is required for the lab, like open VPN connection, downloading the file, all that stuff I did, which we are not going to do like again and again redundant steps. So if you don't know how to connect to the lab, please go to the first day 1 task and then try to connect. So as part of today's task, let's see what is the scenario we are having, and then we'll get started. So after your heroic deeds, that is the thing that we did as a part of day 1, that is we brought the network back to its original parameters. Watch this video. Okay, fine. So the solution is already there if you are not able to understand. And then how the urls is found, how the file uploads. Okay, file upload, file extension, as the name suggests, extension filtering checks the extension of file uploads. Okay, so when you there are countless use for the file uploads, profile picture and all. Yes, and when you have the ability to upload file to a server, you have a straight path. You have a path straight to RC, that is remote command execution, because whenever we are uploading something, for sure it is going to get saved somewhere on the server, right? So in the similar path, we are going to upload our script, and we are going to form a connection with the server so that we can operate it remotely. That is something called as remote command execution. Okay, so what's the bypass? Well, the answer, it depends on. Okay, so whenever we are writing some code, developing something for the feature of uploading, we try to use all those kind of filters to avoid any kind of attackers try to do anything of wrongs. Okay, so the filters that we put is something like one of the sample is what they are saying. So what's the bypass? It's like here the bypass that is kept is the file extensions. Okay, so what's the bypass? Well, the answer, it depends on how filter is implemented at the end. So if suppose I am saying that I don't want to I want to accept only the file extension which is .jpg, and then the bypass of that in as an example is like .jpg is what expected, so do that and then add your own extension. So the initial jpg extension will becomes the part of the name of the file. Okay, and then we have, okay, so this is an example like uploads, images, media, all these are the parts where um by default something goes when we upload, so naming convention, but it's like we need to use GoBuster, Dirtbuster, those kind of things to explore and all. We can even use burp, so any kind of directory explorer tool. Okay, then we are going to do reverse shell. So it's simply that we have a okay, we have something. So before starting anything, let me just copy this. That is our um, okay, so let's create task 2, and our remote host is nothing but this. And what will be our local host? That will be on top. Okay, 10.9.2.0.5. 10.9.2.0.5 177 L host. Okay, 10.9.2.0.5 177. Yeah, we are all good. So what we are going to do today is, let's open this path. Where was it? Okay, so we are talking about like we can do remote code command execution, RC, using various tools, even like various languages, but as of the scope of this task, we are going to use the PHP. So there is this different scripts. We just need to modify the IP address and port number so that we can listen to it and we can form a remote connection. So let's go to this part. So let's save this, and in the terminal, as I've already connected, so sequence completed. Now here what I can do is cd/usr, the absolute path, and then web shells. Let me just open ls. So we have, okay, let's go to web shells, ls. So here what we see is we have these kind of scripts with respect to the web shells. So as of now we are talking with respect to PHP, so let's go into PHP and see what all scripts we have. So all the scripts we have, but as of now we are going to for remote what do we call it, RCE. Okay, for RC remote command execution, we are going to use a script called PHP reversal. So this is by default provided to us. So what we will do is we'll simply going to like just copy this thing, and we are going to like bring it to our place where we are actually working. So let me open something else like the new tab, and this Christmas try hack me is what we want. So let's just bring copy /usr/share, then there we have web shells, and then PHP, and then in that PHP we have a reversal script. Okay, so that we are bringing and putting dot. Now if I do ls, I have that. So let's see what next they are asking us. So if we go there, we will bring this, and then we need to modify the IP and port. Okay, and then we have to start a reversal listener. So before this, let's prepare the script. So how we are going to do that? So simply say Sublime or whatever editor you are using, and PHP, and just open this. So what was our, okay, if I just maximize this, I hope the font is visible. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so this by default IP is of localhost. So let me just copy my localhost address, which is the tunnel IP we got on the lab. Okay, and paste this, and port we can like whatever port we are going to listen, the same port we are going to give, but for now let's give it 443 and just save this. Okay, now let's rename this, because okay, let's see how the lab is taking us now. Then once we do that, we need to use our netcat, which is going to give us a listener, and this listener will be listening on the port that we are going to say. Let's say 443, and we have a listener, and then we are going to execute the script which is there on the server in whatever directory we are going to see, and that's how the connection is going to fall. So putting it all together, we find upload point. Okay, we need to find the directory, so let's do that first. Let's see whether ping is working or not. Ping, yes, ping is working fine. So let's just open the Buster. So let's continue to discuss. Meanwhile, this is going to happen. HTTP, and then our this, and then the port 80. So we need to check whether something is running on port 80 or not. So let's open that first. Okay, something is running here. So let's just continue with this 80, and then the word list that I'm going to give it is our the normal medium. Okay, let's go to the home directory, user, share, and in this my Buster. Okay, and here word list, and then my medium tool. Okay, select list, and I don't need to do the get, head is fine, and yeah. So let's do this and just focus on result tree. So we are going to get what all things are present here. Meanwhile, let's get back to our normal track. Okay, so we are going to, yes, this is what as the Buster is doing for us. Then try uploading some innocent files. What does it accept? Okay, and find the directory containing your uploads. Okay, so from Buster we will see some directories. Based on this we will explore, but then we'll actually try to upload, and we'll see whether we were correct or not, and then try to bypass any filters, the file extensions or something. And yeah, using NC we are going to start a netcat listener, and we are going to navigate to the browser file where the file is uploaded, and we'll execute the script. We are done with the connection, and we that is all. Okay, so what, okay, you have been assigned an ID number. So if I open here, please enter the ID using the query parameter. Okay, so this is the ID given to us, so let's just make a note of it. So let's say our ID is this. So what will be our URL? So URL will become this. Let's open Sublime once again. So I had to restart my VM because of some it was stuck. So basically where we were was, this is my ID and this is my remote host. So the URL will become, because as of now if I see that here I need to give my ID here, because if I don't give the id, the default id does not have access to this page maybe. Okay, so our url will become this host, and then after this our query parameters where we'll say that id is this value. Okay, now if we copy this and we'll try to open, so based on this id, yeah, we see some website came and it's actually good. Okay, so here I see there is some options given to us for file uploading. So basically let's get back to our task where we were saying that so the overall intention is that for elf mac eager you have been assigned an id for your audit system. Use this to gain the upload section. So overall what is expected from us is that we should try to get the remote code execution and then try to find the flag. That is the whole thing that is expected. But what are we doing here? What is our intention? So let's see that once. McKinsey, okay, you listen briefly, ask, we know that we have been in, so we have to protect ourselves. The dev team have set up a website for the elves to upload pictures of any suspicious people hanging around the factory. That's why that upload option was given, but we need to make sure that it's secure before we did it to the public network. Please perform a security audit on the new server and make sure it's unhackable. You listen to the briefing and accept the task. Pressing the deploy. McKinsey once again gives you a dossier of useful information to help you with this task, which you read as you wait for server to be boot. Okay, so all these things we are good. So first question what is asked is what string of text needs to be added to the url to get access to the upload page. So this is the upload page, and what is the thing that we added? The slash and query parameter, but I don't know whether slash is required or not, so let's try to add this. If not, then we'll add slash as well. Okay, so this is fine. What type of file is accepted by this site? So we have multiple ways of identifying this. So first of all, let's see the page source, and this was our form. So here if I see input type file and accept, so the id of this and this are same or not, that we can check with the inspect. What am I doing? Inspect element. No, cancel, escape. Yeah, so let's do inspect element and just check whether the id is same or not, because sometimes some code is, because this is a small page, we are sure that it should be same, but just for our understanding. So it's the button is fine. Select, mouse over. What else is here? This is the upload and tab index, and this is the input id. So let's just close this. Okay, so this is the choose file. Where is this? So input id is this, accept. Okay, fine. So here it is accepting a file of the following extension. That is the kind of filter is that is kept on this. Okay, jpeg, jpg and png. So basically it takes only the images, so that the elves could simply upload in case of any suspicion. So what type of file is accepted by this site? So what I am saying is jpeg, jpg, png are all images. I'll simply say images. So if it was not there on the page, so then what we could have done, then we can simply used images or image. Yeah, so then in that case we could have used a brute force by the verb suit to simply upload all kind of extension, and then we, based on the parameters on the response code, we could have identified, okay, with this kind of extension the behavior is different. So like that we could have segregated. Okay, bypass the filter and upload a reverse. In which directory are the upload files stored? So for that we'll move to our dirbuster, and here I see all lot of things. So here I see something called upload. So this is like directly something I got. Let's see if something is there or not. So just copy this. Just this is not what I want, so paste, and I want to go to the uploads part. So slash uploads. Okay, so yeah, I think let's try to upload something, and then we can be assured that okay, this is the actual directory where we, because by the name seems that it is the place where the files are going to be set, but let's try actually and see. So in the try hack me dpoint, yes, I want all files. Okay, now I can see some script that we have prepared already, but this is not going to be considered, right? So because okay, let's try to add this first. File selected, submit, invalid extension. So let's try to modify this. I hope the font is visible. Let me zoom in a bit. I hope now it is fine. So ls, I see this, so I'll simply do move or rename something. Okay, from this to I need to add jpg or something else, php. So now I'll try to upload again, select, and all supported, no, all files. Now I can see this time I should not be getting it. Okay, file received successfully. So if I refresh this, I can see that okay, I got something here, and this is the rc file, the script that I've uploaded to the server. But before that, we need to make sure that the netcat is running. So just to uh, refresh our mind, what was the port on which uh, the script is going to hit us? 443. So what we need to do is we need to start our netcat -l nvp, and the port was 443. So I can't grab without permission, so let me do sudo maybe. Okay, password. So listening on 443. Now let me simply try to, okay, let's just see what was the next task that is asking. So this was our upload, and again slash, okay, submit. It's wrong. Okay, it's uploads. Why am I am making mistakes with this? Okay, now activate your reversal and catch it netcat listener. So I have provided the script, and my listener is okay. I don't need reversal. Let me close this, and this is ready, listening on port, and let me execute the script. So I have just simply try to open it via the browser, and I should see something. Okay, so here I see that the user is so I am now already in I already got the control. So let me see if I get something like who am I, Apache. Okay, shell 4 sh 4.4. okay, fine. So what is the next thing? We have activated our netcat listener. Now we need to simply go to what is the flag in where www.flag.txt. So yeah, that is what we need to find. So I am going to blur this, but let me just clear does not work. cls, no. clr scr, no. Clean, fine. Not an issue. So the only thing that we need to go is cat and var, then slash var www flag dot. Even tab is not working, so don't write in the comment section to hit tab. Okay, and here I got here is the flag. So I'm going to blur this, but let me just copy this selection and paste it, submit. So yeah, here we go. So we are done with the task 2. I hope there is not much complication that we found today. Even it seems the initial days is quite simple, but day by day we are definitely going to learn something new, and we are going to dig deep in each of them. But overall, if you liked my explanation, please do click on subscribe button, click on notification bell, and if I show my statistics on top, if you can see 80% of people, like nearly 80% of people who are viewing my videos are the people who did not subscribe. So that is not something to be forced. So if you like my explanation only, then subscribe and click on notification bell. But overall, the things that we have done today, if you think that this step could be done in a better way, please do mention those in a comment section. Even if it is not a better way, even if it is something creative manner, just mention in the comment section, and I or the other subscribers will try to give it a shot. But overall, we are good with the task 2. And before ending the lab, make sure you terminate the lab. And uh, what is the other thing? We have to close the OpenVPN, whatever we have found. So close all these connections irrespective of whether you are on lab or your real time, whenever it is. Okay, even if you have something like recording working, don't leave it just like that. So okay, let's stick to the lab. And that was all about the second day. And third day we are going to do Christmas chaos. So just stay tuned to this playlist, and if you have like if you want to learn about the other concept, other boxes, please stick to the playlist, and let's hope that we complete this 25 days or 25 tasks before the Christmas. We are already below the timeline, but let's try to complete it as soon as possible. So that's it for today. Try to practice as much as possible, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.